Everything started when Suan put out the video on Facebook in the fall last year.
Then Wolfi saw the video first, I think, and he's expert pilot about that stuff, and immediately he says that he would come to try to do that.
I just sent him a message and said, hey, we should do something else together. It's a pretty sweet spot, but it needs better cameras. And a few months later, I think, did you call him Matthias? I think Matthias sent me a message. He went there skiing and checked it out with Suan and then said, let's do something together. So I think within like 3 weeks, we had everything planned and had a good weather window and just went there.
Yeah, so this was the project without any budget, so we had to depend on our friends. They had to take their time off for these 2 days, so we were able to do this.
When I saw Suan's video, I know it was perfect. There's a lot of nice flat spots and then it's steep where you can do a 360, and then, you know, that place where we go over the cable car was just perfect in the fall already when I saw it. And
we had this amazing place with the headquarters in Suan's hut actually on the slope. We had everything we needed there. We were at the center spot of the slope for speed gliding. First day we met up and we started watching the videos that Suan and Wolfi made the previous day. And I saw it from skiing before, but since seeing those videos that they made one day before, I knew we were at the right spot, doing the right thing, and we're gonna make it.
Oh, yeah. Kind of appear behind the corner. Yeah, yeah. You really stay on the ground here. Yeah, today we will move up here, and yeah, you can see just leaving it.
as I got there was some people waiting already with the cat, and they were like, "Igor needs to go on that cat," and they were like just barely speaking English, more Italian. And
yeah, we are all friends with these guys. Normally they stop in my house for a drink when they are preparing the slopes and that stuff. So normally when I ask something to them, they always, especially for these things, you know, they also enjoy to see us and to help go up to the mountain in the night. Wolfi was coming down skiing in the night, and yeah, it's always like this in Zoncolan.
Yeah, we put our gliders on this big thing, and I was watching like, what? Our gliders are on the tubes of the hydraulic system, but it seems like the day before they already tried all of this and it was working out. So we went inside, we drove all the way up to the hill, which is quite steep at some points, but of course this is the everyday job for these drivers. And I was just amazed. We came on top and there was a sunset. We were really late in the day, and of course no one was not skiing there anymore, and we were able to put our skis with us. We put the gliders down on takeoff, put the skis out, and we basically ski down back to the hut of Suan, just with the piste for ourselves, and it was quite an interesting occasion for us, I think.
We woke up in the morning at around 6 and finished the last little bit of preparing with all the GoPros and camera gear.
So since Suan had to pick up another camera guy, me and Wolfi had to go on takeoff, and Rick also his glider.
We got his glider ready and everything, and then when he came up, yeah, it was go time. Conditions were pretty shit. It was
really not looking really superb for this kind of flying, but we just started reading the gliders because everyone was ready, and we were just hoping that the thing will calm down a little bit, so we will have a good go at it. okay? You need any help?
Feels shit and windy, you just don't go for the shot, you know, just play it smart.
Okay.
Mike? 5 secondi.
That we have a blue slope, which is for beginners, more or less, which is quite long, and it's nice because it's moving from one side to the mountain to the other. So if a slope is too steep, then we are not able to stay on the ground to the bottom. But this slope, it's perfect. We just had to make 2 times a 360 for lose some altitude, and all the, I think it's 6 Ks long, this slope. So we did all these Ks really close to the ground, and the surprise was that for me it was quite normal because I'm there since 30 years, so I know perfectly the area and everything. But for you guys that you came for the first time, it was nice to see you doing the same thing like me.
It was pretty rough in there, in that where we did that turn. It was pretty rough and sinky and not so much fun to fly, but as soon as you got closer to the ground, it smoothed out a little bit, and yeah, then it was skier chasing time again, and there was a bunch of skiers around, and then you come right over that little cable car, and then you can just put it all the way to the ground, and you got the hill on the right side and the tree on the left side, and you just got this really perfect ski slope where you just blaze out. And
after the run we finished down in the valley. We were all super happy that we managed to get it through. We filmed everything and it was time to get back to the hut and see what we did.
Oh yeah! Most fun you can have with your pants on, I would say.
Yeah, we pretty much checked all the videos. We knew we nailed it, and after that, of course, there was party waiting for us.
But yeah, we plan to do next year, and maybe we can manage together with Giro d'Italia, which is in the middle of May, should be next year. So as we have the confirmation that we can do, we try to organize maybe with 9 or 12 pilots, so going 3 by 3, and with that smokes on the snow, should be really nice to see.
Our goal is not to really popularize too much this kind of flying, because it's really costly if you do mistakes, but we believe that there is a possibility to make these things a little bit more safer and still make it interesting for the public. So we hope maybe in the future we make something in Zoncolan with more pilots, and we make this kind of race more interesting and available to more people, of course.